Studio Khara has released guidelines regarding Evangelion, and they're basically asking people to stop the off-brand. No more of the off-brand allowed. On top of that, no bigotry, no explicit material in the content of any sorts and this sort of thing. No, I'm not kidding. More on that in a moment, though, because the situation is slightly more complicated. Check this out from a Reddit post regarding the topic from Reddit Anime, our anime. Top comment here says, "It's for a collaboration." Response, "I've been seeing lots of hyperbolic gloom and doom tweets about this on Twitter, and not one of them actually clicked and read the article." Now, I'm going to read the article with you in a moment. Actually, no, I'm not going to read the article because they're talking about a Crunchyroll article. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the translation via DeepL. We're going to skip the article. We don't need it. We go right to the source. But here's the main point. This person is saying that it's for a collaboration, and this other person is mocking people who are doom and gloom about it, saying they didn't read the article. The irony? Those people are wrong. Now, actually, I will go to Crunchyroll for a moment. This is the article they have on it. And that talking point from the top comment on Reddit that everyone is blindly upvoting, well, not everyone, but it seems most people are, comes right here from the Crunchyroll article highlighted here. I'm not going to read it because it would be redundant, but you can see where they're getting it from. Now we are at the official Studio Khara guidelines post. And here's the important thing. This post, these guidelines, don't mention the collaboration at all. So they frame it as being ahead of the collaboration. Now, to Crunchyroll's credit, they didn't say it was for the collaboration. They just simply said it was beforehand. The people on Reddit then somehow twisted that into it's because of the collaboration, when, again, the guidelines that we're going to read in a moment don't mention it at all. So again, that's false. Now, hold on. Hypothetically, even if it was for the collaboration, does that give them the right to suddenly police content that may or may not be transformative? And that's the catch. It may or may not be. You would have to judge each piece of fan art on a case-by-case basis. So I can't sit here and say all the fan art is transformative enough to fit fair use. On top of that, fair use in Japan is certainly a debatable topic. Copyright in Japan is certainly a debatable topic in general, not just fair use. But you see that it's kind of a complicated situation. So even if it was for a collaboration, are they in the right 100%? Not in my opinion. But it's not even that. The fact is, the guidelines don't mention the collaboration at all. So let's get down to the actual guidelines and what they really say. Starts with this disclaimer saying the guidelines are published in Japanese. If you're reading it in another language, please understand that the original Japanese text will be respected. And then there's just some pretty standard material here. I'm not going to read all this. To me, it's pretty standard stuff. If you're curious, though, I will copy paste that into a pinned comment of this video for your convenience. And let's skip right to the more controversial area. They say within the scope of these guidelines, videos, still images, like illustrations, cartoons, photographs, etc., and novels may be published in the following places: general SNS for all ages, illustration posting services, novel submission services, video posting and distribution services in general. However, only services that are generally used by a large number of people and that do not offend public order and morals may be used. Please create your work with understanding and respect for this work. Also, please respect and understand the activities of existing fan community. And here it goes even further, please refrain from publishing creative works with the following expressions and contents. Anything that aims to hurt the feelings, honor, or ideas of this work or others. Oh my gosh, that already. That which excessively promotes or demeans a specific politics, religion, or belief. Excessively violent or grotesque material. Off-brand material that is intended to be off-brand. I don't know why they put it like that. Other, maybe the translation's a little odd. Other anti-social expressions, those that infringe on the rights of others, those that may be misconstructed as official work, and that's actually the end of the clause, section 4. It's cut off a little bit in the translation here. Section 5 is actually the next area. Don't need to worry about that for the sake of this video. So that's something else, man. No off-brand. No fan art that aims to hurt the feelings of someone. How do you know? Like, someone could just say they're offended by it, and then the artist has to prove that that was not their intention or something. Like, this is just a can of worms, man. And it's really odd, especially coming from Japan. And you do see this stuff on occasion. Let me end the video with a couple things. So first of all, I want to shout out this Redditor, Generic Pick Music, because this person pointed out what we were talking about. It says, The context may be the upcoming collaboration, but the Khara website makes no such distinction. These are guidelines. These guidelines are for all non-commercial fan content on all platforms for the foreseeable future. And there seemed to be some little caveat about wanting the content specifically published on platforms that are large or something that we read. I mean, that was certainly kind of odd. Again, maybe the translation, but DeepL does do a pretty good job usually. And this person says, if it is, then that's really dumb. No, what do you mean, if it is? That's literally what Studio Khara's guidelines said. Like, this is when Redditors, I just get completely taken back by them. Like, they just want to believe something, they never want to actually look into it. If it is, why even say that? Just read the guidelines yourself and fact check the person, you know? But hey, that takes work, right? Okay, hold on. I know I poke fun at Reddit a lot, but look, I'm wearing a Reddit patch from RBJJ. Yes, BJJ. And a lot of subreddits are fine. A lot of the niche ones are fine. But some of the really populated subreddits are just filled with some people that are, I'm going to be nice and put it like this, highly questionable types. So, you know, don't take it the wrong way. I don't hate Reddit. Even when I poke fun at them, I don't hate them. I don't feel that strongly about them. I see a lot of areas where people can improve, in my opinion, and don't think I'm on some high horse here. I got a lot to work on myself. But when I see someone that could just fact check it and just doesn't take the minute to do it, I'm like, the pain, man, the pain. Come on, just fact check it yourself. You don't need to rely on others that much. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Anyways, what we have here is an article. I wanted to give you an example of prior censorship out of Japan. This was a weird one, man. I covered this back in 2019. This is from Bounding into Comics. Now, since this is very old, I'm not going to stick on this too long. Let's just read for a minute or two here. Headline: Sword Art Online Allegation Lycoris will see its off-brand content reduced to fit current times. Now, off-brand in this particular situation, we're not talking about fan art. We're talking about literally things being a bit exciting in the anime itself, if you get my meaning. I'm sure you do. Moving forward, they write, a new report indicates the upcoming SAO video game, SAO Allegation Lycoris, will likely have such content reduced. And Bandai Namco recently announced that SAO, okay, this is kind of wordy here. The report from VG Charts is based off a Japanese interview with producer Futami Yosuke and game director Hiyore Sotoru with Dengeki PlayStation Magazine. And here we go. Here's a quote. That sort of content will likely be reduced. Asked by Dengeki about co-sleeping events, a tradition in the series, the producer said it might be difficult in the current times and that players shouldn't expect too much of it. The report also revealed that the character called the Administrator will be censored in the upcoming game. The character is normally portrayed without any clothes in the anime adaptation. However, they use camera angles and her hair to keep certain areas from being revealed. The trailer for SAO Allegation Lycoris already shows her with clothes on. Here's what she looks like in the anime. And look, remember, this is from 2019. The video's gone. Probably got slain by the copy strike bots or something, right? I mean, F in the chat for that video of the Administrator. I mean, there's probably others on there now, but the one they had embedded is no longer a thing. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Again, shout out to Bounding for that report. That's all there is for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you next time.